Welcome to this very special episode of Somatic Healing Meditations, the podcast that helps you regulate your nervous system, deepen your healing journey, and feel better in your body. I'm Karenna with Hello Inner Light, and today I've invited nervous system specialist Raquel DuBois to guide you through an exercise to help you manage overwhelm in a way that helps your nervous system expand. Raquel and I met when I took a wonderful course from her a few years ago, and I really love her approach to nervous system healing, so this is going to be a treat. Thank you so much for being here, Raquel. Can you tell us a bit about this exercise to manage overwhelm you're going to lead us through today?
Hi, Karenna. I'm so excited about taking you through this practice. I actually wrote it recently, but I didn't script it out. So it gave me a really good chance to script this out as a proper meditation. And what I'm wanting to focus on is what so many of us are experiencing at the moment, which is overwhelm. And I think of it sort of as being divided into several categories when we think about overwhelm. And we might experience things like emotional overwhelm, where our emotions are all coming at us all at once, and we can't kind of tease the threads out from each other about what they are. And so they're all just kind of circling and swirling and creating a lot more of an intense experience than if they had been coming at us one at a time. So there's that type of overwhelm. There's also what I see most people suffering with these days, which is change overwhelm. And that's literally a response to the amount of change that's happening in our world, in the frequency of the planet, in the government, organizations, in our daily lives, in technology, all these sorts of things. There's so much change happening that it actually feels incredibly overwhelming. We don't actually need anything special to be happening except just what is happening in this world, and we can feel very overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
And the third type of overwhelm is decision overwhelm. And I think that happens to all of us in various ways. I even think about it, in terms of just some online shopping and being faced with so many different brands and so many different sizes, and which is the best value for money and which is the best quality, and why do I have so many choices, and why isn't my preferred brand available, and do I have to choose another one? All these sorts of things, like, that takes so much time and so much energy. And particularly if you've got family members, let's say, who are either allergic or have strong preferences for one type of food or something over another, then you've got to take all those things into account as well. And we're actually craving for some simplicity in our lives, some things to come back to the way it was. I know I have a couple of little silly fantasies around having a 1970s beach house. And I'd love to go back to my bedroom in the 1980s, pre-internet. Because even though my world wasn't such a, ideal childhood, it was still simpler. It was still simpler than what it is today. I still have far more choices than what I did have back then. And I have a lot more at stake when it comes to making my decisions, when it comes to regulating my emotions, and when it comes to dealing with change. So the point of this exercise is to help us change our relationship with overwhelm. Okay, we can't always take everything off our plate, but we can change our relationship to it.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. I can't wait to try it. But before we dive in, let me tell you a bit more about Raquel. Raquel is the creator of the Expansion Oracle cards, an evolution in nervous system healing. A qualified mental health practitioner, body worker, and energy healer, Raquel's approach is polyvagal informed, attachment focused, and thoroughly embedded in somatic psychology. Her professional passion is translating complex psychobiological concepts into simple concepts and designing practices for holistic practitioners to use with their clients, safely guiding them to embodiment and fulfillment of their potential. And I want to tell you a bit more about the expansion oracle that Raquel has created. The Expansion Oracle is a visually stunning nervous system card deck that has been carefully curated for use as a resource for counselors, coaches, healers, and helping professionals, as well as guidance for anyone walking the self healing path. The deck comprises 44 nervous system principle cards and 4 bonus trauma education cards, each double sided with a unique illustration on one side and an explanation and practices on the other. A guidebook accompanies the deck, offering more practices and nervous system education. Intricate and captivating, each card taps into the depths of the human psyche and nervous system, intertwining emotion, thought, and physicality on a visceral level. The Expansion Oracle is available for pre order right now, and I've included links to find Raquel and the Expansion Oracle in the show notes. Now let's dive in and do this somatic practice to manage overwhelm.
So I'm going to invite you to take a comfortable position. It doesn't matter if you're seated or lying down, but you might want to get a blanket or adjust your cushions or find, allow your body to get into a beautiful, comfortable spot. And then when you find that stillness inside or a kind of a settled feeling, either gently close your eyes or lower your eyes and soften your gaze. So now you should be feeling really comfortable, noticing your breath, noticing what it's like to just be sitting or lying still. And I'm going to invite you into a little visualization and ask you to imagine that you see before you a large cartwheel tipped on its side. It's the biggest wooden cartwheel you've ever seen. Even a tall person's arms held out to the fullest stretch can't reach across it. See if you can take notice of the hub at the center of the wheel, with wooden spokes radiating out from the hub to the rim. At the center of the wheel, directly on the hub, is a large dinner plate. Everything on the plate represents everything on your to-do list. Notice how your body responds when you look at the dinner plate. And as soon as you notice any discomfort in your body, just hold your gaze for 1 second more only, and then briefly look away. You're going to be doing that in your imagination, but you can really feel the moving away from that image of the plate and the hub to somewhere where there is less overwhelm and more safety. Just let go of the image of the plate and stay with noticing your body sensations for a moment. And when your body experience feels like it is coming back into balance, which we might call a state of harmonious and gentle flow, invite your eyes to refocus on the dinner plate at the center of the wheel. Try to avoid identifying exactly what's on your plate. Your focus should be general and light, not specific, because that's likely to increase your overwhelm. Just look at your plate with light attention and no agenda or no attachment to what should happen, what should be there, or what you should feel. Just remember to keep your focus general and your awareness resting lightly on the plate. As you build capacity to take in the image of the whole plate, it's possible you will notice you're able to look at it a little longer before you feel discomfort, or your discomfort will be more manageable. As soon as you notice feeling uncomfortable, remember to breathe. And just hold your gaze for 3 more seconds on the hub if you can. Then look out towards the rim of the wheel. Allow the image of the plate to remain in your peripheral vision while you look at the rim of the wheel and while you notice your body sensations. Spend a minute or so noticing your body sensations. And then what I'm going to invite you to do is, instead of closing your eyes this time, shift your focus and broaden it to the space around your plate. Maintaining the same light focus, but helping your focus broaden and blur. Experiment with moving your attention between the plate at the center and the space around your plate, and letting that space be as large or as small as feels comfortable to you. Shift between the two positions at your own pace, staying as long as you want to in either. Move from the plate, the space, the rim, moving between these however you want to. The plate, the space, the rim, the space, the plate, the rim, the plate, the space. Do that in your own rhythm, in your own time, your own sequence. You can choose exactly when to move and when to stay still. And feel the rhythm flowing gently and easily in your body between these 3 points. Now, just hold your awareness longer on the space. Just come to a settling spot in the space where you can just watch that and all the rest of the things in your vision blur and move out to the peripheral, and you just focus on the space. It's possible you will notice that your plate begins to appear smaller. Can you notice the sensations in your body now your plate is smaller? Are you able to sense a difference between the fullness and the spaciousness? Does that make you curious? Like before, spend a little time moving between spaciousness and fullness. This is something you're going to be feeling internally. It's not a visual or an external impression. This is an internal impression between spaciousness and fullness. Spaciousness, fullness. You're still aware of the plate and the rim and the wheel, but here we're integrating that with your internal experience of spaciousness and fullness. Don't worry if the plate changes size or changes in any other way. Just notice how your body responds and how much of your sensations you can notice. Your body's innate intelligence will guide you. Ask your body to show you how to incorporate and adjust your sensations of fullness and spaciousness to your own comfort. How can you move easily between the plate, the space, and the rim? And where does your body want to rest? With the spaciousness or with the fullness? Let's stay here just for a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and hold that feeling with your awareness of the room or the space around you, and bring this feeling back into the now. Take a big, integrating breath. Look around you. and allow whatever you need to come into your awareness so that you can choose what you want to do with ease, and perhaps even with joy. And as you look around, notice if you are drawn to anything in particular. You're noticing anything new in your environment or in your internal experience of yourself. And when you're ready, if you're ready, make a choice about what you want to do next.
All right. That was awesome. I really enjoyed that, and it helped me get much more clarity on how to move forward with more ease. So thank you so much.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, how the body takes us, like it wants to tell us a story. And
Mm-hmm.
if we can let go of some of those, linear narratives that the mind gets hooked on, and
Mm-hmm.
we open that space up to imagination, visualization, somatic awareness, and with a little bit of freedom and choice, then clarity comes. And that's what I find, that it's clarity that I need more than anything else to adjust to overwhelm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's what evades me when I'm in overwhelm too.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed that.
You're very welcome. I enjoyed doing it too.
Wonderful. Well, it's been a pleasure having you here. And to the listeners, please let us know how that somatic practice to manage overwhelm was for you. What did you experience and how are you feeling now? Please let us know in the comments. Just as a reminder, I've put links in the show notes so that you can connect with Raquel and learn more about the gorgeous expansion oracle deck that she's created. The deck is truly a wonderful resource for anyone on a healing journey, and it's on pre-sale now, so please check it out. Thank you again, Raquel, for joining me today. If you enjoyed today's episode, it would mean so much to me if you would subscribe to the podcast and also rate and review it on Apple Podcasts or rate it on Spotify. You could also send this episode to a friend who may need it. And don't forget to join me every Friday on this beautiful journey out of your head and into your more embodied and authentic self.